In our country we have some things like the Canadian potlatch. I think you know this story. If you will make the search by the Google, you will find in Canadian Indian tribes, it was one of the custom is potlatch, and potlatch killed some tribes in Canada before the Europeans came and colonized the American continent. And something like the potlatch, I don't know its reality, but some scientists say Central Asian tribes and the Indian tribes in the American continent, they are very similar by the genesis, and they are relatives. Maybe it's truth, because our countries, our Asian countries, has some bad tradition. It's like the spending so much money to the feasts. And 10 years ago, I calculated the market. It was $2 billion per year for our country with 6 million people population. And for now, I think it's close to. Then was 5 million. Now 6 million, and now it's close to $5 billion. It's a market of feasts, and that's why a big number of restaurants, big number of banquet halls we see in other country, and this money going to the black hole. Why? Our people making the feasts, paying big money to these feasts, and making the rounding of this money, because if you're going to the feast, you need to bring some money to your friend or relative, and then your friend and relative will come to your feast. They need to take not less similar money to your feast, and this making this money exchanging, money rounding. But this money not investment, and this money will be spent mostly to the feast, to the food. And you going to the feast eating this food, you damaging your health, because all the Central Asian foods are very fatty, very heavy for our organisms, our bodies, and that's why it's making you fat, making you ill, and making the damage to your heart, to the blood system, blood circulation system, and this money mostly burning out, and no investment to the good things. I think it's a problem. Maybe it's an answer why Central Asian countries not developed so well. For example, for our country, our GDP 30 years close to $1,000, 1,200, 1,500, and by all these years, I saw that in African countries, and most of African countries, the GDP was $200, and in 15 years increased till the $7,000 per capita. And in our country, per capita, it's $1,000. It's a very bad signal that we're making something wrong. Maybe this problem, we're making a potlatch custom in our society. We need to change this. We need to reinvest this money going to the damaging our bodies, damaging our health, reinvest to, I don't know, to equipment, to the venture capital, to companies, to actives, which assets which will bring us money to our country. And we need to use maybe the customs of Calvinism. It would be good for our society. For now, it's destroying our economy, it's destroying the economy of our families. They taking the loans to making the feasts. And if you have a good income and you're taking one part of your income and kicking it to the feast, it's okay, you're all right. But if you have no sustainable income and kicking your money to the fist because it's a custom, it's a destructive behavior, I think. And for now, our country need the change of customs, traditions, and need to change these traditions to the logical, to right things.